Hello, John here. Today we are going to take a look at a 2017 Dodge Ram 5500. This truck has a Cummins turbo diesel, automatic transmission, air conditioning. This truck spent its life in sunny Southern California. Just walk around it a little bit here. I'll back up, you get a little bit of a look at it. Has an Altec AT41S. And I'll explain what that does here in just a few minutes. Let me show you tires here. That's the right front tire. I'm sorry, left front. This would be the right front tire. And we'll back up here. The Altec AT41S is really a special bucket truck that goes up 45.5 feet. I'll get back there and show you a little bit of how that works. A nice steel Altec body, and it is just about as rust free as you could imagine. It has stainless steel hardware that'll never rust. Again, it came from sunny Southern California. Get a shot of these back tires for you. And there's our drop down. Lots of storage in there. Again, all stainless steel hardware. They lock individually, or we can go ahead and lock them separately. We do have a 2-inch receiver there if you'd like to mount a trailer hitch. So the 41S goes up 45.5 feet. It's a 2-man bucket, material handling. As you can see from the design of the basket, if you do sign work or you like to pull cable, construction, maybe on homes and so forth, boy, that platform is what you'd really want to have. We have brackets here if you want to. Let's see here, I'm not used to this camera yet, but here are our brackets. There's one on either side of the bucket, and what you'll do is slide in your tool there to hold whatever it is you want to hold. Those right now are typically for putting signs up, if that's what you do. Cone holder right there. I'll open up these cabinets as long as I'm on this side. Oh, you know what, that one's locked. I won't open up that one. Wheel chuck holder is on both sides. And as long as I'm right here, let me get the right rear tires. That's the cabinet right in front of. I'll back up here. Again, trying to get used to this camera. We have a pure sine inverter right there. So once we fire up the truck, we have 1500 watts of power, and that 1500 watts goes to a couple of outlets that are around the truck. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up the truck here, put the PTO on, and show you how the bucket works. We have a PTO right here, we have our strobe light, and these are spares. Put the park brake on, and we have our PTO on. Our PTO just kicked in. It has 1,619 hours on the PTO. The truck has 124,753. Our drive hours, 841, which is really low. Idle hours, again, fairly low at just 3245. So here we are on the right side of the boom. We're going to take a look at the lower controls. This is where we would switch right here from upper to lower. That would be lower controls. When you want to operate them, you would pull it that far. if we were going to put it into upper controls, we would just leave it right there, and now we could go into the bucket. But since we're at the lower controls, what we're going to do is we can work the winch pay in, pay out. The upper boom we can extend and retract. The lower boom we can lower and raise, and the lower arm we can raise and lower, and we also have rotation right here. So here we are in the bucket. I'm going to operate the boom for you. This boom does a lot of nice things. Again, it goes up 45.5 feet, but you can go up, down, left, right, in, out, do everything. We can rotate the platform here. We can tilt the platform. We can start and stop the engine. We have an emergency stop. First thing I'll do is I'm going to squeeze this trigger underneath on the yoke here, and I'm going to pull up. That's going to get us out of harm's way. Nice thing about all these hydraulic controls, you can feather them all you want to go as fast or as slow as you'd like. Now I turn the handle counterclockwise, and the third stage is going out. Alright, so I'd like to show you the material handler, and that is right here. We have a capacity of 600 pounds there. The bucket is rated 440 pounds. It's a two-man bucket. If you want to take the material handler off, you can add another 60 pounds to the bucket and have 500 pounds total. We have hydraulic tool circuits. We'll turn those on and off right here. I'll just run through the operation of the material handler, but we can raise and lower that arm. We can also pull this pin and then manually release more. We can raise and lower the lower stage of the material handler. And our winch, that's pay in, and that's pay out. We can change the pad if we want. Then we can put different types of, if you're maybe pulling cable on a telephone line or something. Over here we have a hook to hook that into, and I'm going to lower this back into the still location there, or in the lower position. There we are. So what we can do too with this bucket is can rotate this platform. So I have the material handler in the wrong spot right now, so I'm not going to go all the way. Something I want to show you on this material handler, there is a lever right here, and if we just pull it over, I have it in the free position, we could take this material handler and put it anywhere we want, and it'll lock in a few different locations. But we could go all the way over just by pulling that lever. And if you don't like being on this side, you want to get on the other side, again, the material handler, you'd have to move it a little bit, get it out of your way. We could retract the arm here, or maybe you want to leave it there because you're working on something. But sorry, Clint, I'm going kind of fast there. I'll slow down a little bit. The platform will also tilt. Everybody knows what that is. It's just tilt the platform, make it level so it feels comfortable when you're standing on it. This bucket does have dry deck on it, which is really nice if it's raining, snowing or something. That dry deck down there gives you a lot of traction, keeps your feet warmer and drier. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the first stage. And that arm will go just about straight up. No need for me to go there. Clint can show it to you in another video. We can also rotate the bucket, so I'm going to just go ahead, and we have 360 degrees of continuous rotation. And again, we can pedal with this pistol grip as fast or as slow as we would like to go. I'm just going to go about a quarter of the way. Slow it down. think what I'll do is I'll bring the third stage back in a little bit. That red stripe you see is when it's in all the way. Alright, let's rotate. Sorry, Clint. I know you don't know which way I'm going to go sometimes here, and I just hit it. I'm bracing forward a little bit. I know you don't see Clint. Maybe you don't even see me. That's a good thing. Get it kind of straight with the truck there, and put the first stage down, which is the arm down there. I took this and just I'm holding the trigger, pushed it forward. There we go. Take the second stage and start to lower it. Pushing the yoke just down. I need to go back in a little bit more, which I'll do before I get all the way down. I want to go up to that red stripe.
I killed it. I don't need it.
All right, here we are behind the wheel on this 2017 Ram 5500. Let's go take it for a little drive. Cummins turbo diesel, automatic, overdrive. We can shift manually right here if we want to. We have delay wipers. Right here we have tilt wheel, cruise control on and off. It's pretty hot out here, so I hope you don't mind if I put the AC on. I'll put it on low. We have AM, FM radio. We can control our phone through it if we want to. Nice song. To turn our PTO on, we just push this button right here, put the park brake on, PTO will turn on. That's for our strobe light. Tow haul mode, we have traction control we can turn on and off. This will be for our exhaust brake. We can have it on automatic, or we can put it on between 1 and 100%. These are a couple of spare upfitter switches if you want to put something in here. Nice low travel height of only 10'2". Let's show you how it drives. It actually drives beautifully. We have power windows, power mirrors, power door locks, and our key fob will control some of that. Steering is nice and tight. All the components are tight. We just serviced the oil and filter. Brakes are in real nice condition.